Emily Traxler, the Chief Marketing Officer here at First Rate, and I get to tell my First Rate footsteps story today about going through Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey happened in August of 2017, so we really didn't know what to expect. We talked to our neighbors, and they just said, hunker down, charge your devices, and have lots of food. So the hurricane started on a Wednesday night. It rained for probably a week straight, and we were fine. Our home didn't flood, our neighborhood didn't flood. We thought we were done with the hurricane experience, and we lived through it. And unfortunately, that was not the case. On Saturday night, the city of Houston and what they call the Corps of Engineers, which runs the dams and reservoirs in the city of Houston, came on and did a press conference and started talking about how the dams were getting towards capacity. And what that meant for us is they were going to start releasing waters from these dams. We live in a neighborhood that's considered downstream. My husband and I evacuated on Saturday night at about 12 midnight. And we took our dog and a couple of things, a night's worth of clothes, and we coincidentally ended up living in the hotel for about 7 or 8 days because unfortunately at that time our neighborhood did flood and our home ended up getting water in it. The process of having people come into your home that you may know or you may not know and literally throwing everything that you've ever owned from childhood, from your yearbooks in high school, to your wedding albums, to your furniture was extremely emotional. You throw your whole life away and you realize that all these material things that you put your time, your money, your effort, your love into are suddenly just gone. You don't own them and you don't have control of the situation that you're in. The people that you think are in your life that you can rely on, that are supposed to be there for you, are not necessarily the people that come when you're having hardship or when you're at your lowest point, when you're at desperation. One of the biggest groups that stepped up and helped me was my First Rate family. Virginia Franklin, my admin assistant at the time, held my hair, hugged me when I cried, and stood on the lawn with me as she had felt this hardship through Katrina and was able to tell me what it was like for her and how I could process it and how she did it. And I think that really changed my life. The one saving grace that I think allowed my husband and I to persevere through this time was not only the people and the relationships that we had that stepped up to help us, but it was about our trust and faithfulness that God would provide. Maybe it was material things, maybe it was just a dinner by somebody else, maybe it was just a hand to hold when we were at church. He provided a community around us that allowed us to realize that our home is just another place. What we can't survive without is being able to trust that there's something bigger at work in our lives. Instead of building our homes on sand, we need to concentrate on building our homes on the rock. And that rock is God for us. We've had a lot of hard times going through this process. And today I get to sit here and tell the world that I'm pregnant, I live in our home, I'm excited about what the future brings, and we survived. And we survived because we love God and we follow Him.